go a little bit left here.
Let's go.
The DQ incident. Okay. Salute to Dope Boy DQ. He was shot a few days ago or last week sometime.
Yeah.
Right now, while we're recording this, he is still in critical condition. Right.
Yes.
Now, I had a whole rant about it before, and about the different things. You see the beast trying to kill you right there.
Lord Jesus. Sorry. Keep going, man. Sorry.
I had a whole rant about the drill scene and these guys kind of like, with the smoking ops and all that, kind of bringing a lot of this negative energy onto themselves, right?
Yep. Your words are your one.
Exactly. Now, I want to kind of take away from this the DQ incident and just bring it into a more general conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is drill music and social media the reason? Where's that dog coming from? Anyways, is drill music and social media the reason why there's no top 10 in the Billboard anymore? Like for the Billboard 100s?
Nah, man, that's not even nope.
And not just drill music, social media too.
Social media and all that. No, it's just that was the agenda. That was always the agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's a life. Like it was born in 1974. You only gonna live to this 50.
Yeah.
That's it. You done. It's life. That's what I feel hip hop is. It's life. So their agenda is not. They want me and you speaking about it like, oh, is it because of drill music? No, it's because of the agenda. It's what the labels didn't push to the kids on a real level to say, yo, I don't need a person talking about genocide. You know what I'm saying? I need, how come Michael Jackson had an ABC song back in the day?
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm saying from those times. So labels never was like, we need a rapper that's singing about the ABCs. For instance,
or anything positive.
Anything positive, right?
Yeah.
We need that. When it was there, it was like Common Sense and it was like Talib Kweli and all that shit. Those guys were considered boom bap, conscious rap. Yeah, backpacker, and which wasn't as marketable.
Yeah.
But we were listening to it because that's the origins. That's where it comes from, the hip hop.
But even when they were popping, right? Or when they were out, they were popular, but they weren't the most pushed. They weren't Jay-Z and those guys.
No, but they were underground.
They were one of the first to get a major deal, if I'm not mistaken.
Who? Black Star?
No. Talib.
That's what I'm saying. That's Black Star. No.
Yes.
They were never. No. They were under. No.
They were on Raucus.
Right? That's not a big label, guys.
But they at the time were the biggest of the underground guys.
But there
was still
the Ruta Damager. But J. Ruta Damager, that guy was on Raucus. He was pushed heavier than them. It was most Def, but out of any of them.
Yes,
this biggest rapper at those times is still kind of the genocide pushers, even though it was a different style. Like Jay-Z and those guys were still
teach
more
you
artistic.
How to get money, though, dog.
Yes, but if you really take it to the root, ex-crack dealers, gangbangers, all these different guys were still the top of the game.
Yeah, but showing you how to get money in these records now. Bro, that's realer to me. I wanted to know how to get money.
Yeah.
So give me a scheme. So I listened to rap music in an intelligent way when I was coming up because I was hearing intelligence on how to make it, what's a triple beam.
Yeah.
Like I'm interested in the wordplay to hear what was going on in the streets.
Yeah.
So now I'm learning this slang editorial shit and I'm like, whoa. This is a whole different level.
Yeah.
Now it's just straight spin your block. I'm gonna you.
Yeah. What brings it to my point?
Well, we were talking about it today. Drill music really originated in the UK.
Yes, that's cool.
Chicago kind of took it to that next level
and put in the dissing their ops on a record. Now that is where they wanted. That's the agenda. Because if they didn't want you to rap about these things or make music, they wouldn't sign this.
And now that it's all signed, my point is it's not the artistic value, with all due respect to the guys who do make it, it's not as good as the stuff that we were just talking about, right?
It's definitely not as shock value as the stuff that we were just
No, I'm not saying shock value. I'm talking about the artisticness of like a Jay-Z song back in the days.
Yeah.
The average drill song is not touching the same wordplay. They're not getting a good person to do the hook and all that. Like, it's just quick. Just put the shit out there, right?
Yeah.
Drill and a lot of other music that comes out these days.
Yeah.
My whole thing is with that, and I won't even just put drill music, but just this contrived, quick, not really giving a fuck about the art music.
Fast food music.
Plus social media.
Yeah.
Where we care more about the stories and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We're not getting good enough music that deserves to be number 8 on the Billboard charts. Like, what rappers are really producing until we get another Drake project? You know what I'm saying?
Nicki is still on the charts above all.
Yeah, but
she's old. Like, I'm talking about some new people.
Someone new.
Like, I don't want to have to wait for Drake to drop. Central C is cool, but is he getting into the top?
No, he hasn't had another banger.
Yeah,
since, right? And if he does, it's probably only Europe. It's really blowing up in yet until it crosses over to here, right?
What do you guys think of Bia?
Like, all these people are great and talented.
Yeah,
but the question is, remember, we were saying, and we're in the latter part of 2023 now.
Yeah.
There's been 2 albums that have touched the top 10 Billboard chart, right?
Yeah.
The Travis Scott album and the Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
There's been multiple albums that have dropped this year.
Yeah.
And hip hop is just not charting the way it used to.
Because they made sure it was free.
It's free. I just don't think the music's good enough, bro.
It's shifting.
And it's
shifting. They're going into the Renaissance era. The Drake album with that dance crap and the
no way dance house music it comes from.
I'm just saying the hip hoppers are realizing the actual artists like Uzi Vert, Travis Scott. You know, we haven't had that Playboy Cardi guy yet. He's he
keeps pushing back his shit because he's a weirdo.
Yeah, but is when he drops, will it be top 10 in the Billboard charts? Like,
no.
The people who are holding those positions have nothing to do with hip hop right now, and when you look at the music that they're making, just on a technical level, it's better produced music than a lot of the hip hop shit that's coming out, fam.
Yeah, because hip hop just became something you can make in your basement.
Like, my pussy hole pink, my booty hole brown. Like, this is the level of lyric. Like, even though I like the
shout out
song,
Sexy Red.
No, I like Sexy Red.
Doing her thing though. She in her lane.
But the level of musicality and lyricism that goes into making a hip hop song is nowhere. And I sound like an old guy on the porch, but it's nowhere near the same as it used to be 15 years ago. So you're not going to get chart topping music off of music that's...
So let's have a real conversation. Can we blame... Can we blame, like, let's say, like, the shift in the past 5 years? I'm just going to say, as far as female, can we blame, like, let's say a Cardi B for this music where she doesn't write? It's all about the stripper,
because
the booties, can we really look at it like it's acceptable not to write your music? That's a big part of having authentic feeling music where you really feel it because it's coming. So even though Sexy Red and Ice Spice aren't, you don't feel it. They're writing it, so you feel it a little bit, even though it's not that lyrical. At least it's coming from somewhere that is authentic because they're writing it. You can't actually, like, being an artist, being a singer, you're not going to sing a song that really comes from you, from a personal experience, as good and as passionate as you're going to sing a song from somebody that wrote it for you. Like, you can act like you can and you can pull it off. People do it all the time. But those real songs that come from that place.
It can only come from you.
It can only come from you.
But, okay, for example, you mentioned Ice Spice.
Yeah.
Let's say she wrote Munch, right? But let's say she wrote the whole Munch song, right?
She did.
Who cares? You thought I was feeling you? Niggas a Munch. It's like that's like a nursery rhyme 2-second rap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is what's getting pushed out into the world.
Yeah.
Where back in the days, the music that was charting, there was a lot more thought, a lot more time put into it.
Yes,
so
but it was still direct.
It's going to go further.
It was still direct too, because remember, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about Come on, that's Salt and Pepper.
But even listen to that hook.
But they were way more.
The hook was groovy.
Let's talk about all the good times and the bad times.
Like, come on, like, it was
writing that was happening in these things. There was thought put into the shit.
Baby.
Yeah, there was soul in it. We don't have that now.
That's so much
the stuff that we have now is remakes of those songs.
And the kids are thinking they made it up.
Yes.
It's crazy to me.
Like, okay, Coyle Ray, she has her song. That's a great song.
Girls Are Players
I like her, though.
Yeah,
I like
great.
her.
But because she comes from hip-hop legacy.
Yeah, she does. Let's be honest.
So you're going to have that type of authenticness to you.
But is that song really going... Is it really sitting in our brain for the next 20 years?
No,
because there's a song before that.
Exactly.
Yourself.
That one is the one that's sitting in our head for 20 years.
Remember, think of the psychological thing of it. Remember when you had to wait for your music?
Yeah.
They're only releasing quarters.
Yeah.
So you had to wait and you had to sit with that. And you're reading the lyrics and so now when music is coming out so fast, you don't have that repetition other than the radio, which doesn't matter.
You can't keep up
and it doesn't stay in your mind. It's about repetition. It's about doing things and hearing things over and over and over and processing them in a way.
Okay. I was listening to the Sauce Walker album, the one that just came out. Fam, from front to back, this thing is magnificent.
Okay.
This is his best piece of work, and I actually waited for it because I'm a Sauce Walker fan.
Yeah.
I actually waited for this work. I watched the man go around America and make all these records where he's rapping now. To me, that like when I hear this album, I'm like from front to back, this was taken seriously.
It's quality.
It's quality. He didn't just put it out like how he would put out all the rest of the stuff before to get us to know him, right? He took his time for this album. It's number one. That's a number one album right now in America.
In the hip hop charts.
I'm
talking about the top 100
Billboards.
charts, like next to Taylor and
what's his name? The white boy.
Harry Styles and
what about the white boy there?
Which one now?
The white boy with the long hair there, man.
It's Post Malone?
No, next one there, man. And they just took away some plays from him too in streams.
Oh, Russ. Yes,
he's Italian, by the way.
He's a perfect example of somebody who's doing it on an independent route.
Yes.
But even him, he's not getting the Billboard look that he wants. And,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
and he tried to even be with the machine for a second, like signing for a second, but like...
He signed to QC, I think.
No, he signed some other deal for like a hot second, but I mean, he's still technically independent.
Yeah.
But like, my whole point is hip hop is not going to touch the number one charts unless the music actually gets better.
Well, what do you think about Casper doing the Halsey song? Like these type of songs, like I guess it's kind of drill and kind of remixing.
No, yeah, but he remixed it in a gunman way, which is you're supposed to do.
Listen, if it catches fire and does...
But it's not his song originally.
But is that like how?
No, it's not his song originally.
Jamaicans take covers.
Yes, but then it can't become a song on the Billboard.
True.
Because it's not an original song. That's the reason why they're singing it. It's called a dub plate for a reason.
Dub plate.
It's called a remake for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's called a cover for a reason.
Now, if he goes and gets the paperwork and gets it cleared, and now you can have it as his own official song.
Yeah, but that's different. It still can't make radio and them thing there and be on the Billboard when the original song and the songwriters.
No, you can do that.
You can.
Stan. Remember, Stan is originally. I forget the girl who sings on the tune is originally. It's
Moby or something like that.
Something like that. It was originally that tune, and they basically remade it, and then he put a rap to it.
But see, that's what rap can do when it's sampled. Did she come back
and it's her song.
And
she sang the chorus in the
Eminem
song.
They cleared everything. They did everything all clear.
But that's different.
They got money, bro.
They got money, right? Then that's different.
Well, I'm sure Koi's label is clearing these samples because how would they?
Not even Diddy owns that beat, really.
Oh yeah, he got what's his face? Oh, for Missing You. Oh, they took what 85%.
Yeah,
of
but that
song.
Song still those songs
are still on the Billboard to this day.
They still chart. If you clear all your shit, right, and you put it out, you could still have a charting song. That's not the point that I'm making. I'm saying the music that we're producing these days, and the fact that social media is really running what we care about. Like we care more about their stories than what their music.
What their music is, and it sucks.
Right? So then, how is anything going to be number one? If all of those things are playing a factor.
Because you want to know why? You want to really effing know why?
Why?
Because we let too many flipping wannabes and fakes and cappers and all that shit in. We let too much, like the culture used to be very niche. Very, very fucking tight knitted, bro. You got to really be able to rap, bro.
Well, you had to get through a record label to get your stuff be able to get published.
Right? Now you got anybody just doing it in their room. And then there are two friends that are nerds just like them. It's like, yeah, dude, this is fire. Fire.
Upload that.
Too many yes men.
And it's like only 3 men listening to this one tune 1,000,000 times.
Or it catches fire because people's expectations are low now, fam.
Yes, it is.
Everything's fire to them, but the things that are fire are really trash, bro.
Okay,
trash.
Okay, it won't catch fire, but where it catches fire with the low vibrational trash is when you come from a hood and there's enough niggas around you still saying, yo, this is fire. And low key, they know shit.
Yeah.
Right? But they're like, yo, we're going somewhere. We gotta, they can see themselves on the Grammy stage. All of them in their ski mask, ready to go.
Like, okay, before we close this right here, right?
You know what I'm saying, cuz?
Who's the biggest drill rapper, period? I'm not talking about Canadian American. I'm just talking about period. Who is the biggest drill rapper?
Soze.
Sosa?
Sosa.
No, I'm talking about who's selling records right now. Not historically. I'm talking about who's right now selling the most records out of the drill rappers.
Ice Spice, if you consider her drill.
She's kind of like, I would call her
Barbie drill. I call it Barbie drill.
Right?
I call it Barbie drill for her. Like, this is for the airhead girls.
Like, okay,
that's for the airheads.
Fabio Foreign, he's considered a drill rapper.
He's not selling like that.
He's not selling.
He's not selling like that.
Right? I think Pop Smoke is still selling more than them.
He is. His albums are triple platinum.
R.I.P.
And he gone.
Who else? Give me some names.
No, I'm gonna give you one.
Dirk, but he's not really drill anymore. But
Dirk is drill.
He's a drill, right? He comes from that scene.
Right.
Dirk.
So Dirk, good.
Dirk.
Okay.
Right.
Where's his top 10 Billboard song?
With Drake.
Yep. Actually, King Von's album sold more than his.
We need Drake to get on the top 10, man.
Yes, dog.
This is what I'm saying.
Yes,
without Drake having to drop an album and what rap is going to get into the top 10?
Would you consider 21 drill?
No, he's he's trap
rap. He's trap rap. He's from the trap.
He's from the trap.
K-Flock.
Yeah, because they all drilling.
K-Flock is he's the next example of a huge drill rapper.
He's done too.
He's in jail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, drill music
is the devil.
It's on its way out.
It's the amount of drill music that has been so popular.
Yeah.
You would think that it's the most popular stuff. But in the end of the day, all this drill music has come out. None of it is really charted. Nothing is really, you know what I mean, made a difference in the hip hop game.
You want to know? That's the trick. I'm telling you guys this. I used to do this shit. It's the trick. They tricked us out of our position.
Yeah.
They made us talk all this bullshit when they know there is a parental advisory on radio.
Yeah.
So records that that are number one in America on the underground level and across America, every kid is listening to. You'd wonder why it's not on radio, because the genocide that it is promoting.
Yeah.
So where they flipped us and tricked us out of our position, out of our pants, shoes, and underwears, is by saying, yeah, we want the guys that are talking about killing and drilling and all
NBA
that.
Youngboy.
Yeah.
He's one of the most. All the kids love him. He gets listened to, but he's not on the Billboard.
You cannot hear that guy for the life of you on radio.
Exactly.
But he is the richest out of all of them. So to do it, there's only one or two that can do it like that.
Yeah.
Though.
So you might be right. They might have tricked us out of our position.
They tricked us out of our position for them to kill and assassinate hip hop. I'm telling you, it's anything we've had, they've already killed it. All right. When it comes down to the Black Panther gang, they've not even the gang, Black Panther group. They took that, infiltrated, split it apart, and tore it down. Killed mans in it, did all that. MLK doing something very positive for the people, white people and black people. What they do? They killed his ass.
Yeah.
Right. So now what you got to think of it is like, yo, hip hop is an energy. The fact that white person that was born in 1902 that has an ignorancy to black people that were already in America or already in Canada, that ignorancy, and then hated anything we did or hated, they already built a plan on how to kill something that was in an energy level. This was the only way we can speak to each other these times.
Yeah.
These are the only ways, bro. So what it was is that if we continue letting this energy of music be positive, because when we had Fight the Power, Fight the Power by Public Enemy. And when we were having those type of groups like Queen Latifah and stuff like that with I remember that song, sorry. You need to be self-destruction, right? Those type of records. Listen, bro, those were times where I'm sitting in my room with the African chain on and I got a Gumby haircut, like, you know what I mean? Got the Jerry curl with the 2 fucking lines going through it, like, bro, and my Ewings on, big Ewings on and some big jeans, and I'm on some, like, you know what I mean? I'm wearing cross colors, thinking like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Because it felt good, it felt real. I felt a part of something. Now, mind you, once we started letting, I don't want to be racist or anything, but other races into the situation, that is the open arms we had. So they followed the code too. You kind of see what I'm saying? But you got to remember, it leads back to the parents who didn't want their son or daughter listening to this jigaboo stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't want their kid. So if a person is at government and then their son is sitting in the room like cruising down the street in my 6'4", and the government of LA, the governor is like, oh, what a blood clot are going in my house. Bro, I'm gonna make sure this thing that my son is listening to is dead by the time he turns 40.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by the time I leave this earth, this is too positive. What? No, okay. It's not dying yet. It's been 30 years. They're like, it's not dead yet? Okay. Let's do this now. Let's really throw genocide into this.
So by the time we get to 50 years,
it's dead.
So Nas was right.
Yeah, but he knew because he's sitting in the boardrooms with them. He called it. He knows. So now if I'm Nas and I have a label or I have any type of situation, what am I going to do? I'm going to go get a country singer. They could be black, but they're going to be a black country singer. Have you noticed all the black country singers popping up lately?
Yeah, and K. Michelle's really doing well.
There's too many. There are so many because the real roots of American music is country music. Yes. Is blues music.
And you can get a country singer and call him Nas X.
Oh God.
Isn't that crazy?
That is right? So that was another way of ruining it because they know hip hop is thank you. They know hip hop is like it's a masculine thing.
And very influential.
It is very influential all over the world. Everybody wanted to do this. Everybody was going like this. Everybody wanted to wear their pants low. Everybody wanted to wear their hat, their toque higher than it's supposed to. Like everybody wanted a bomber jacket that had a Kansas City Chiefs logo or Buffalo Bills. Like, come on. But, we're all wearing the same fashion. It's deep, bro.
But now that the culture, like hip hop culture is the culture.
Yeah.
It's an exchange for not getting top placements in the Billboard charts.
Yeah, we've been on it for too long. Way too long, bro. Imagine, bro, it killed rock and roll. And mind you, rock and roll was created through the South and those things. So it's been too long on top. Imagine 5 years ago, you could go to every commercial on TV. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. It's hip hop influence.
Yeah, I think it still is. It's just that we just can't have them top spots anymore. That's reserved for a whole other music.
They're still using hip hop beats.
Yeah.
They're still using the beats and then putting other genres of music, which is pop. They're putting it in over top of it. That's what they're doing.
Taylor Swift, who I always use as the example of number ones, she got a song with Ice Spice.
The racist chart obsessed queen. That's what we call.
Pardon me? Say that again.
Shout out to Ashes.
Let's get off of this topic here before we get too deep into the wormhole.
We love hip hop.